to stay away from my house.
The cop is on the way. Why the f*** you broke my thing?
I didn't break it.
Yes, you should.
I didn't break it. I pushed it forward. That's all I did.
Well, he's broke it off. You pushed it forward, right?
I pushed it forward. That's
what are you doing on my property? What the f*** you doing here? Get off my property.
What is your son coming by my house? Don't touch me. Step back.
Get off my property.
Step back.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't hit me.
Touch me again.
Don't touch me.
Again. You're on my house. Touch me. Okay. Touch me.
Get out of here with the pen.
What the fuck?
Do this? I'm a police officer.
Really?
I'm a police officer. Get the pen away. Back up. Back up.
Really? What are you doing?
Back up.
What are you doing?
Back up.
I'm videotaping you.
Back up. Okay?
You're not supposed to pull that out.
Driving past my house, telling his friend to drive past my house, casing my house.
You're going out to me?
Casing. You almost stabbed me with a fucking pen.
What?
You just threatened to stab me with the pen on camera.
If you touch me again. What you doing?
You just threatened to stab me with a pen.
Which precinct you work?
You just threatened to stab me with a pen.
Which precinct you work? Okay?
You just threatened to stab me with a pen.
Really?
You want the cops here? Get the cops here.
Yeah, they are coming.
That's fine.
You put a gun out on me.
Tell your son to stay away from my house.
You put a gun out on me. That's why I'm videotaping you.
Yeah, because you put a pen to my neck.
I said if you touch me again, and I said if you touch me again.
Doesn't matter. You put a pen to my neck.
The cops called him, man. Don't you see? That's why he's here.
It's fine. It's fine. Listen, you need to be disbarred from whatever precinct.
Okay.
You cannot be using our taxpayers' money.
Okay.
To behave the way you're behaving.
Tell your son to stay away from my house, please. Okay. Yes, he did. I have him on camera.
Go to your house.
Okay.
He walked by your house. It's public property, sir.
I have cameras too.
Okay. Use this.
Let him call 911.
Let me call this all. I tell him that he was a cop.
Did he show his son to you?
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah, because your husband put a pen to my neck.
Are you?
No, I did not. I said, get off my
Put a
step.
pen to my
Get off my step.
I'm just
Everything is
trying to
recorded.
talk to him and find out what's going on.
Really?
Okay? Yeah.
Everything is recorded. So we'll see if
he didn't come to my house. Okay, here you go. So there's one. He stopped right there. Right now, he sent his friend as well. Okay?
But how do you know that's him?
How do I know it's him?
Because
it doesn't matter. It's the goddamn same car.
And he's on the street. He never come to your house. That's the
car.
As a police
I came over here to talk to him.
Why did you break off my mirror?
I didn't break the mirror.
Yes, you did.
I did not break the mirror. All I did is
accident. You caused
because he almost killed me.
I'm scared
I didn't cause the accident.
How did
I went to talk to him.
Yeah.
I went to talk to him, and he drove into the car in front of him.
Because he was scared. You came out your car.
What am I going to do?
He doesn't.
What am I going to do?
You're on my property to put a gun on me.
Yeah, because you put a pen to my neck.
I said
you touched my neck with the pen. You touched my neck with the pen. With the point of the pen, you touched my neck.
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Really? First of all, you're on my step.
I came to have a conversation, okay? Listen to me. I came to have a conversation. I was going to talk to him. I was going to apologize before. You came and you took a pen and put it to my neck.
No, I said if you touch me again, I didn't touch you.
And you went right here.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, well, we'll see. We'll see. You want to watch it?
Go ahead.
You gotta move.
Ridiculous. This profanity-laced rant sent veteran Cincinnati police officer Rose Valentino to desk duty. On April 5th, she was pulling into the District 3 station to fill out a report when she noticed vehicles lined on the street to pick up students from school. She activated her lights and quickly became angry when they didn't move.
Is she gonna just sit there?
Body and dash camera video just released by CPD shows what happened next.
Dumb. Oh, I hate him so much. Oh, I hate this world.
After rolling up her cruiser's window, she uses the N-word.
Hate him.
Valentino told investigators a black student gave her the finger, which led to her outburst. She was one of 4 officers profiled by WNWT and featured in a nationally televised reality show in 2011, Police Women of Cincinnati.
Never a dull moment. You go into every situation as if it's the first time, you've dealt with that sort of thing.
In Valentino's most recent performance review, dated after the rant, she was complimented as a hard worker who uses good judgment. A supervisor recommended she study for the promotion exam. In January 2019, this official reprimand says Valentino showed body cam footage from a homicide at the Glenway Pony Keg to family members while having dinner at the casino. In March 2020, she was arrested off duty. Her sister and brother-in-law accused her of pushing and hitting them with a closed fist and using an umbrella to repeatedly strike a vehicle. She pled guilty to disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor, and was ordered to attend an anger management assessment. 2 years later, she admitted she did not have control of her emotions here.
to hate it.
Valentino told Internal Investigations, "This is a hard job, and I was getting to a point where I was really being affected by it. I have been on for 14 years.
Thanks for watching.
It's sort of like...
Something I can help you with?
No, can you go away, please?
You on my fucking gate, bitch.
I'm on a public site.
You on my gate, though. Get the fuck off my gate. There you go. And don't tell me to go nowhere. Fuck you mean go somewhere?
How you been, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
You don't need to see me.
This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, and verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. All right, before I continue, let me start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach in the course where I learn this truth. Peace and salutations to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's elect, the house of David. All right, finna get into a morning lesson, Lord willing. All right, it be edifying, and hey, keep thee far from the man that had power to kill. All right, and that man that is speaking of is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, which he is not white, he is red. All right, and his biblical identity is the Edomites. All right, the red Hebrew Edomite. All right, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, as it tells you in Job 9 and 24. Malachi 1 and 4 tell you that Esau, Edom, meaning the nation of people, or the border of wickedness, and the people, meaning, and the people who the Lord had indignation against forever. All right, nation meaning people. All right, and this is their world. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So we were in the age and the rulership of the Edomite. All right, and you seeing how he rules in his kingdom. All right, he drew a gun on, I think that was probably maybe an East Indian or an Arab man. I'm not sure what he was. All right, what he sounded like. He could be an Israelite, but he sounded like those nations people speak. All right, accent wise. All right, and you know what I'm saying? Esau then pulled his gun on him and shit. All right, he's saying that the dude threatened to stab him with a knife. Threatened to stab him with an ink pen. So Esau draws down on him and shit. All right, Esau, you know what I'm saying, had that man's son scared of him for whatever reason. All right, that's why I say he could possibly be a Jake. All right, because Jake is under curses. All right, the Negro, Hispanic, and Native American man, the seed of Jacob, all right, are under curses. No matter where we go, where we are, we're under curses. And Esau is our enemy. All right, he hates us more than he hates anybody. So for him to be doing that to him, all right, he could easily be one of the speckled birds. All right, that's scattered throughout the you know what I'm saying, that particular nation. All right, and you seen how that went down. All right, you seen how it went. All right, I showed you another clip with another Edomite cop. All right, this one is a woman, and she was actually on the show they had about a year and some change ago, Police Women. All right, she was one of the main people who they were using, and she had all these recommendations and all this shit that they put on her name to make her seem good and whatnot. But yet, you know what I'm saying, she's screaming while she's on duty. She hates niggas. All right, they beeped it out, but you know what I'm saying, she hates niggas. All right, and that's the spirit that these Edomites are about to come in. Much more, you know what I'm saying, heavy, all right, because they're not gonna be able to hide that shit the way they hide it now, all right, you know what I'm saying, well, some of them hide it, but the ones that do hide it, they're not even gonna be hiding it here in the times that we're coming into, known as Jacob's trouble, all right, when it's a time like never was since it was a nation. Daniel 12 and 1, when it gets so bad, I hear that the Lord sent Mike Allah, the archangel, to stand up for the children of his people, the elect on this side. All right, that's how bad it's gonna be. All right, Esau gonna have them robot dogs and all kind of shit. All right, and you Israelites, you Negro, Hispanic, and Native Americans are gonna be the targets. All right, I got another couple of clips I'm gonna show you here also, showing you how these Edomite women, you know what I'm saying, just how they feel about you Jake men. All right, she the shit she says, all right, is just gonna be something. It's well worth to hear. All right, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Keep thee far from the man that had power to kill. All right, and who gave him that power? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, part of Esau's blessing in Genesis 27. Let me make sure this is it. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let me go down a little bit. 1 second, I can. All right, we're down here in let me see, about 30. This is when Jacob got the birthright. All right. It said, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it to his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. All right. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and had taken away thy blessing. And he said, is he not rightly named Jacob? All right, the supplanter. For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. All right, you bitch ass Edomites crying, all right. Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke off. Thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. All right. So Esau, his blessing was the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven from above, and he was to rule and live by the sword. All right. The modern day sword is a gun. All right. How did Esau take down the North American Indians, Gad? With the gun. All right. With his sword. All right. And he's still, you know what I'm saying, in that mode now. Hold on. So it gets better though. Let me see, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the bless wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, meaning his mind, the days of mourning or my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right, so these devils want to kill you, Jake. They still have that wrath in them to this day. All right, you know what I'm saying? Still to this day. Amos 1:11. All right, for thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel power. For 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right, so they still have that hate toward you Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans to this day. All right, this is the definition of perpetually. Perpetually. In a way that never ends or changes, constantly. All right, so they still have this hate for you Negroes, Spanish, and Native Americans, all right, still to this day. All right. So let me see, it's one more, 1 second argument. Also, let me read this in, let me see, Psalms chapter 10. All right, verse 2. It says, the wicked in his pride do it persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh Shemel shall abhor it. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh Shemel shall power. Yahweh Shemel shall power is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. All right, you seen that devil drew down on the dude on the porch? He on his porch. All right, and he then broke some of his shit, and the dude tells him, you broke some of my stuff, and he started like, don't touch me. Don't touch it, and he drew down on him, all right? That's what you get when you deal with these devils, all right? So, let me roll into another clip, the next part, and get some more scriptures, Lord willing, to be edifying. Let's go.
The fuck? Oh, shit! Oh, my God!
this crazy shit, man. Like, for real, bro. She want me to hit her.
No, I just want you to put the refrigerator in the house. We can't lift that thing. We don't even have a dolly.
An affiliation with UNC is reached. The hospital CEO has announced he'll be stepping down effective immediately. And then most employees and medical staff.
But Melissa, your son is the father's black, you're white, and he'd never mentioned issues with race before. You're saying, what exactly changed?
Right. We didn't have issues before. He's in 8th grade. They introduced this critical program, and now he's having racial issues that was not there before.
What kind of racial issues is he having?
Well, he's seen himself just as a black man. He's seen things that don't go his way as racism, and he's finding safety in numbers now.
So when you're saying he gets a bad grade at school, he blames racism, or a girl rejects him on a date, racism, are those the kind of things you're seeing?
Yes, I ask him to clean the house, racism, yes.
You're kidding, right? Or are you serious?
No, I'm serious. They have totally changed his perspective. They have put him in a box.
So you have a white mom that has, a son, she had one with a black man, and, someone from her community went to basically attack her son and tried to lie on her son. So she takes to TikTok to ask help from black women. Let's go ahead and roll that.
An African-American mother, I need your help. Please. Last night, my son was standing inside of the 7-Eleven in our hometown, like he does 4 or 5 times a week, when a white woman came in and decided to start screaming that my son was pulling a gun on her. My son had been in the store before her. My son went to get his phone and some change out of his pocket to see how much money he had. And this woman decided to start screaming that my son was pulling a gun on her. And damn near got my son shot. Yeah, we've been here before. Yes, we have. Okay, but I don't know what to say. What do I say? What do I say to my 13-year-old son when he looks at me with his big, beautiful brown eyes and says, why do they think that of me at 13? Why? What am I doing to make them think that of me? We know they're not doing anything.
You should tell your son that you being his mother, more than likely, as well as those individuals that did that to him, are Edomites. All right. And you should tell him that he's an Israelite, and that your people and his people are never going to get along. You're not the same. He comes from his father. You come from your father. All right. You're not the same. All right. And your people hate his people. That's what you should tell him.
Please help me. Please.
Well, first of all, I don't know why you made this appeal to black women. I guess in your mind they have black sons, so maybe they can help me with this situation.
That's another thing. Just because a black woman has a child does not mean that child is quote unquote black. All right. The seed comes from the man. So whatever man puts his seed into the woman, that's what's gonna come forth. All right. It could be a white man that slept with a black woman, and the child could come out black and crispy like Chicken George. But he's still going to be a white man because he came from a white man. And it ain't no such thing as white man. He's an Edomite. All right. He's still going to be a fucking Edomite. All right. That's why her son is an Israelite. All right. A so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. All right. Those are the Israelites. All right.
But, lady, black women can't help you whatsoever. Black women have been fighting and dealing with the...
shut up. Black women can't even help their own goddamn selves. All wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. Let's roll into the clip now.
White women love black men because of the power dynamic, because white women have never had any power over men in their lives. Because obviously all the white men in their lives have always had all the power over them. So white women have whiteness over black men. And obviously to be in any sort of like control feels good, especially when you're used to never being in control. White women feel safe with black men, not only because of the hypermasculinity that they believe black men exhibit, but because of the whiteness and power they hold over black men. This is why also white women can still be racist and be with black men. And be like conservative white women will be like married to a black man. And this is why white women love their black sons and hate their black daughters. Black sons give you access to the patriarchy. They give you power, whereas black daughters don't.
Alright. So I showed you the clips. Alright, and I showed you that last one. Last for a reason, alright, so you can hear what the Edomite woman thinks, alright, if you Jake men, alright? Which is all good, alright? Them bitches can think what they want to think, alright? They're gonna be slaves anyway, alright? And when you're in this truth, you know what I'm saying? You don't get wrapped up into what these fucking women think and got to say, alright? But what she was saying, that's how they feel, so, hey, she said it. This is Psalm 64. And we're gonna read verse 8. It say, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. All right, and that's what the Lord is making these devils do in this time. All right, He's making that hate that they have toward you Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans. He's making them put it on the forefront. All right. But 2/3 of you Negroes, Spanish, and Native American, you act like you can't see it, all right? And when you do see it, you pick and choose which one of these devils you see it in, all right? But, hey, you know what I'm saying? John 8:44 tell you how you niggas are of your father, the devil, all right? You know what I'm saying? So how could you see him, all right, when you're just like him, all right? You do his business, all right? All right. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, also I showed, you know what I'm saying, the Edomite tried to run the Jake kids over riding their bikes on the road. All right, you know what I'm saying? He revved up his truck, all right, and he was trying to run them over and hit them and shit. Then called them little niggas afterwards, all right? That hate is real, bro. All right, and you 2/3, man. The Lord put you to sleep, all right? And, man, Esau is going to finish you off in the times we're coming into, all right? That devil's going to be like a madman, sparing none, as the scriptures say. All right, spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, you had another. They look like some Edomites. They I don't know exactly if they are, but they look like Edomites. All right, get into a road rage incident. All right, the Edomite woman and fired a shot into the back windshield of these individuals' car. All right, and she's arrested right now too. All right, fired a shot in the back of their car. You know what I'm saying? Nearly hit the 2-year-old. The 2-year-old in the back seat. All right, she fired a shot in the car, all right, and it grazed the dude, the passenger driving. It grazed one of the individuals in the front. All right, then the second shot she fired when they was going toward the car dealership, that shot actually went into the car dealership, all right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, these Edomites are ready to lose it out here, all right? And they gonna lose it on you niggas, all right? Man, what else did I show you in that comp? Yeah, also you seen, land banging off what the Edomite woman said at the end, you had 2 old Edomite devils, all right? They refused to let Jake go, all right, because he didn't set their refrigerator up in their house, and they were like, we can't move it. Hey, that ain't his job to put your shit in your house. His job is to deliver it, all right? But they were like, nah, nigga, you gonna bring it in, all right? You the help, all right? The same thing that fucking devil at the end was saying, that was their mindset, all right? The devil actually got under his car to where he could not move forward and one stood in front of his car, all right? And that was the reason why, all right? That hate is real, Jake. Man, it's real. You know what I'm saying? But yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm show you how two-faced these devils are. But then you got the Edomite woman, which I'm probably gonna add them clips in too, all right? That I did with Dr. Phil, not Dr. Phil, the Jake Phil dude, all right? The African diaspora Phil, all right, that nigga. All right, Phil Scott, I think that's his name, all right? When he did a video, he had the Edomite woman on there pleading for black women to help her with her mixed son, as she would call it, all right, which is no such thing as mixed. He's an Israelite. His father's black, she's white. So his father is an Israelite, more than likely, which would make him an Israelite. But she's asking the Jake woman for help raising her son because he's going through these curses, all right? You know what I'm saying? Hey. Then y'all, I got another one with a Edomite woman. It's a bit older. Her son has found out that, you know what I'm saying, her people, meaning his mother's people, are the enemy, all right? And he's rebelling against her, all right? So we were in the days where the wheat and the tares, you know what I'm saying, are being sifted out, all right? You know what I mean? It's starting to come to the top, all right, on who's going through curses and who's afflicting those people with the said curses, all right? And these Edomite women are seeing it. These Edomite men are seeing it, all right? Jake is seeing it, but only the elect of Israel is going to understand what it actually means and what's going on, all right? You know what I'm saying? This place is through. All right, so, you know what I mean? That's pretty much it. I'm saying I ain't trying to do too much more talking. I don't want to make the video too long. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying. Let me see if I'm going to hit a couple more scriptures. All right, I'm going to read this in Isaiah 43:6. It say, I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the end of the earth, from the ends of the earth. All right, Jake is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and a lot of Jake is here. All right, for judgment. All right, you know what I'm saying? The East Indian or Arab Jakes that was going, individuals that was going through that shit in the beginning with the Edomite cop, those could easily be Israelites over here today. All right, looking like the other nations. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. But that's it for the lesson. You know what I mean? Lord willing, it was edifying. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teaching, of course, while in this truth. Shalom.